In the quiet village of Aminu, Mamina raised her 5 children alone, her broom ever in hand, while her eldest son, Una, the calmest boy, shied away from leadership. His sister Dada, born with a scowl, seized control, ruling the household like a dictator with a voice louder than a megaphone. Her younger siblings, Obina, Chinedu, and Chisoba, lived in fear, punished for the smallest missteps, from leaving cups out to skipping chores. Dada's strict reign extended to school, where classmates scattered at her approach, shouting warnings. The siblings prayed for her marriage to free them from her tyranny. When rumors of a suitor surfaced, hope flickered, but Dada's return after her wedding brought their brief freedom crashing down. Will they ever escape her rule? Stay tuned to find out. Long ago, in the tranquil village of Aminitu, a family of 5 children and their mother, known to all as Mamina, resided. This nickname arose not from a lack of a proper name, but because her eldest son, Una, was the most serene boy in the village. Mamina's husband, Papana, had passed away years earlier, leaving her to raise their children single-handedly, always with a broom in hand. Despite Una being the firstborn and traditionally expected to lead and act as the father figure for his siblings, his younger sister, the second-born, usurped this role. This girl, named Dada, assumed leadership with the confidence of carrying a tray of bananas on her head from the moment she could speak. She didn't seek permission or wait for approval. She simply proclaimed herself the leader, and remarkably, the household adapted because she left no room for debate. Dada was born with a perpetual scowl, behaving as though she had personally delivered her siblings into the world. From a young age, she cloaked herself in seriousness like a traditional rapper and wore authority around her waist like decorative beads. Her voice could outmatch a megaphone, and when she issued commands to her younger siblings, even the family dog would sit up straight. The 3 younger siblings, Obina, Chinedu, and Chisoba, dreaded Dada more than they feared thunder, a cane, or their mother's broom. If Chinedu left a cup on the table, Dada would materialize out of nowhere, yelling, "Do you want cockroaches to hold a naming ceremony in our father's house? Wash that cup immediately." If Obina failed to rise early to sweep the yard, Dada would douse him with a bucket of cold water at 5:30 a.m., declaring, "Since you refuse to sweep, perhaps you'll launch a swimming career from your bed." Daily, she would assemble her younger siblings and assign them tasks, and failure to complete them before the rooster crowed thrice would earn a knock on the head, a flogging, or both. Amusingly, Dada disciplined with flair. She would lecture, shake her head, and say, "Didn't I warn you?" before delivering a flogging, as if it were a patriotic duty. When the younger siblings protested, crying, "You're not our mother," she would flog them even harder, retorting, "That's exactly why you need extra discipline. I'm training you, so you'll thank me later." Her reign extended beyond the home, as she brought her strictness to school. If she spotted Obina or Chisoba laughing or playing games with friends during break instead of studying their times tables, she'd seize them by the ears and drag them behind the school, whispering threats that could make an adult confess to imaginary crimes. Their classmates developed an alert system, understanding her patterns. Whenever Dada approached, they'd shout, "Whistle, whistle, Da is coming," signaling an emergency evacuation, and everyone would scatter like cockroaches under sudden light. The village elders admired her, but her siblings viewed her as a tyrant, counting the days, praying, fasting, and offering church donations for the moment she'd marry and leave. Obina once confided in Chinedu, "Even if she marries a spirit and moves to the underworld, let her go. It's for the best." Their mother only worsened the situation, acting as the chief supporter of Dada's strict regime. Whenever Dada scolded her siblings, Mamina would nod approvingly, saying, "Adam, this girl is worth 10 sons. She's the true backbone of our home. See how she helps me raise this family. You all must respect her." Dada would stand there, grinning as if she'd won a vote, while her 3 younger siblings stood behind her, silently signaling distress with their eyes. As for Una, the true firstborn, he was an enigma. Built like a man, but submissive as a lamb, he valued peace over power. When the younger siblings complained about Dada's tyranny, Una would sigh and advise, Dada has good intentions. Just follow her orders. Obina once questioned him, Nah, are you really our elder brother, or were you adopted before Dada? Una merely chuckled and shook his head like a wise council elder, never confronting her. Thus, Dada became the unchallenged dictator of the household, turning it into a miniature military camp where she ruled. Una supported her, Mamina praised her, and the three younger siblings endured relentless physical and emotional discipline. Then, one day a rumor spread. Chisoba had slipped away to visit her friend Ozzy when she heard surprising news. Ozzy tapped her shoulder, saying, You've heard, haven't you? Chisoba frowned. Heard what? Ozzy laughed. Don't act clueless. You know Dada is my sister's friend. I overheard them discussing marriage. A man wants to marry Dada. Chisoba's ears perked up at the words marry Dada. Without verifying the rumor, she raced to tell Chinidu and Obina. Bursting into their room, she shouted, Dada's getting married. Chinidu dropped his phone and began dancing a zanto, while Obina leaped up, yelling, Yes, freedom is close. The moment they'd hoped for seemed near. The Supreme Commander of Discipline Incorporated was finally leaving. Their joy was boundless. Chisoba scribbled the date on the wall with chalk, and Obina shared a sachet of water among them like it was fine wine. But, oh, if only they knew the real drama was yet to unfold. Though the rumor of Dada's marriage came from a reliable source, weeks turned into months with no wedding date announced. The younger siblings' hope began to wane, their fleeting joy fading like cheap makeup in the sun. One evening, Chisoba told Obina, I think Dada will stay in this house. Forever. She's not going anywhere. Maybe she scared the man off. Indeed, Dada showed no signs of leaving. Instead, she intensified her control. She started holding morning meetings like a corporate executive. Every 9 a.m., she'd summon everyone, barking, line up for roll call. Let's see who swept, who fetched water, and who thinks this house is a guest lodge. One evening, Obina returned late from football practice, exhausted, with red eyes and a sweaty shirt as proof. Unfortunately, Dada met him at the door, arms crossed, her face sterner than stale fufu. Where are you coming from this late? She demanded. From training, Obina answered. Training to be what? A husband who can't stay home? You want to enter this house? Kneel down first. Obina muttered, Dada, I'm not a little boy anymore. Dada laughed. Oh, I heard you loud and clear. Since you're grown, let's put those legs to good use instead of wasting them on football. Without delay, she sent him to fetch water from the stream that very night, and even the moon seemed to pity him. Chinidu faced worse. One afternoon, he forgot to move his slippers from the parlor. Dada stormed in, spotted them, and roared, Who left this worn-out tire in my sitting room? Before he could respond, she was already lashing him with her signature belt, declaring, I knew it. This house needs a military regime. As for Chisoba, her only offense that day was chewing gum and snapping her fingers like a TikTok star. Dada saw her and yelled, Are you snapping at me? You think you're Cardi B? Go wash those clothes in the backyard, and if I see lipstick on your lips again, you'll eat it. Their suffering was relentless, known even to the neighbors. An old man told Chinidu, Your sister isn't ordinary. In my day, girls like her drove evil spirits from shrines. Yet, despite her tyranny, the calm and ever-supportive Una continued to back her. When Chinidu rebelled, saying, I'm done, let her flog me, I don't care, Una would pull him aside and say, Just be patient. She means well. Don't let our family fall apart over small disputes. One day, a new suitor visited Dada, a tall, fair man with a shiny head. The younger siblings peeked from the kitchen, hopeful, whispering, Maybe this one will marry her. Chisoba prayed silently, but their hopes were dashed as Dada interrogated the man like he was on trial. Where do you work? How much is your salary? Do you support gender roles? How often do you bathe? Do you prefer yam or rice? The man sweated profusely, like a goat in harmattan. Eventually, he stood, said, Thank you for your time. I'll call you, and never did. The siblings sank back into despair. Chenidu composed a song. Dada, our commander, we suffer under your rule. No suitor falls into your trap. This house won't become a disaster. Still, Dada maintained her military routines, demanding daily reports. Obina, how many clothes did you wash? 4? Why not 5? Go rinse another. Chisoba groaned. God, please, even Pharaoh who chased the Israelites took a break. The cycle persisted. Suitors came, suitors fled, discipline tightened, and tears flowed. Then, something unusual happened. A stranger named Gazier arrived in the village, tall and dark with broad shoulders, carrying a bag like someone planning to stay. No one knew his origins or who sent him, but he first visited the church compound, greeting the catechist with a firm handshake and introducing himself as the new youth coordinator from the main parish in town. His charming smile captivated the village, earning him the nickname Gentle Lion within 2 days. Market women liked his polite greetings, and young girls admired him for unspoken reasons. Dada noticed him instantly. It happened one evening during choir practice, where Dada, having forcibly taken the role of choir mistress, was leading a hymn. Gazier walked in with his Bible, their eyes locked, and she faltered briefly before shouting, Soprano, you're singing like exhausted mosquitoes. Let's do it again. That night, Chisoba noticed Dada acting oddly. Dada, why are you singing love songs and styling your hair like that? She asked. Am I using your teeth to comb my hair? Dada snapped, but her blushing cheeks betrayed her. From then on, Gazier appeared wherever Dada went, or perhaps she sought him out. At the market, he'd pass by as she bought fish. At the church, he'd greet her en route to the chapel. Once, he carried her market bag, and the village saw Dada giggle like a shy schoolgirl. Mamina noticed first, saying, Adam, this Gotsi boy looks at you like okra soup eyeing pounded yam. What's going on? Dada dismissed it. Mama, it's just church work. We're serving God. But in truth, Dada was smitten, falling deeply. Chenidu, Obina, and Chisoba observed closely, their hearts torn between hope and doubt. Could this be their salvation? Could Gazier be their Moses? Then, one evening, Dada confessed to Mamina, Mama, Gazier has proposed. He wants to meet the family formally. Mamina nearly fell, exclaiming, Chi, you're marrying Dada? You're leaving us. Mama, do you want me to die single in your house? That night, Chisoba danced Galala, shouting, Dada's leaving, let the celebration start. Chenidu sang a new tune. Freedom comes like Christmas, rise Gotsi, wise guy take her away, don't think twice. Obina remained cautious, saying, let's wait until she's gone, bags and all, knowing that until Dada left with her belongings, anything could happen. Fortunately, this time it was real. Gazier moved quickly, setting a wedding date. His family brought the marriage list, and negotiations went smoothly. The village buzzed with the news. Dada, the Iron Lady, was getting married. Villagers rejoiced, one man telling his wife, if Dada can find a husband, there's hope for everyone. The family compound became festive. Mamina bought a new wrapper and planned the cooking like a royal event. Chisoba washed all the curtains unprompted. Obina polished his shoes to a mirror shine, and Chenidu offered to slaughter goats for the rites, despite fainting at the sight of blood. As the wedding neared, Dada's demeanor softened. Chisoba found her sitting under the mango tree, gazing skyward as if searching for answers. Dada, what's wrong? You look like the power company stole your joy. Nothing, Dada replied, curtly. Dada, is it cold feet, or are you scared to leave us? We'll manage, though we'll miss you, but it's selfish to hold you back. Dada gave a weak smile and shook her head. Later, she confided in Una behind the kitchen. Una, is Gazier a good man? Una frowned. Why ask? Something feels off. Maybe I'm rushing it. Una smiled. Dada, you've been forcing us all forever. Let a man guide you a bit. You'll be fine. Dada laughed, playfully slapping his back. Your tongue's sharp now, because I'm leaving, eh? Preparations continued. Gazier's family brought yams, palm oil, malt crates, and dry fish with eyes intact. The bride price was settled, and the compound was adorned with balloons, plantain leaves, and plastic chairs. The night before the wedding, the younger siblings held a secret party. Chinita declared, "This is our freedom bachelor party." Obina added, "We need to enjoy peace, please." Chisoba danced. "She's leaving tomorrow, thank God." The wedding day arrived, the sun rising early, but the siblings woke earlier, needing no reminders. The compound buzzed. Women wore their finest wrappers, faces powdered like Puff Puff. Gazier arrived looking dignified, and Dada emerged in wine-colored lace, her head tie wide enough to shade a family. She smelled sweet but still eyed her siblings sharply. The traditional rites went well. Una blessed the union. Mamina cried joyfully. Chinidu and Obina served drinks efficiently, and Chisoba danced more than the bride. Then Dada left. Her bags were loaded. She entered Gazier's car, waved, and drove off. Chinidu sang, No, she can't return. It's too late. Where would she go?" They sang, danced, screamed freedom, and rolled on the ground. That night, sleep came late. Obina played music, Chisoba cooked noodles, Chinidu wrote songs, and Una laughed heartily. The days after Dada's departure were blissful. No lineups, no shouting, no roll calls. Chisoba visited her boyfriend, returning late, painting her nails, and wearing short skirts fearlessly. Chinita brought friends home, blasting music like a DJ, while Obina slept in and stretched lazily. Una watched, saying, "Children, enjoy your freedom honeymoon." For 3 days, the household basked in peace, as if a great burden had lifted, freedom settling like the scent of fresh akara. But on the 4th day, as the rooster crowed and Mamina snored, a knock sounded at the gate, calculated, confident. Bo Chinidu, with dried saliva on his cheek, shuffled to the door, yawning, "Who's that so early?" Opening it, his jaw dropped, eyes widened, and he nearly lost control. There stood Dada, the family's commander, in a stern Ankara gown, clutching her handbag like a governor inspecting her domain. Her face held no warmth, only fire in her eyes. "Good morning, sir," she said, pushing him aside. Chinidu stammered, "Dada, you're back? What, why, how didn't you marry?" His teeth chattered, but Dada marched in. Mamina emerged, wrapper loose, eyes wide. "Dada, what happened? Did Gotsi beat you? Did he send you away? Is it spiritual? Should we call the priest?" Dada dismissed her. "No, I'm just checking on everyone to ensure you're all fine." Mamina frowned. "At 6:45 a.m. on a Thursday? Are we a hospital?" Dada ignored her, scanning the room like a general. She saw Obina dozing, Chinidu's disheveled clothes, and then Chisoba's dramatic entrance. Heels in hand, wig askew, makeup smudged, eyes bright. Chisoba froze, spotting Dada. Their eyes locked, and Dada rose slowly, like a scene from a drama. "Well, look at Madam, returning from her night out. So you sleep out now, because I'm gone?" "Perfect," Chisoba stammered. "I was at Dada. Cut her off. Don't lie. So this is what you allow, Una? Your sister sneaks back like a thief, and you say nothing?" Una tried to speak, but Dada turned to Chisoba. "You're grounded. 1 week, no phone, no outings, no music. Hand over your phone." Chisoba stomped, crying, "Dada, I'm an adult." A slap rang out, silencing the house. Even the wall lizard paused. Chisoba surrendered her phone, tears of humiliation falling. "How does someone marry on Saturday and become a warden by Thursday?" she muttered, storming off. Dada addressed the rest. "Listen well. If I catch anyone playing music in my father's house, I'll smash the speaker in your head. This place is a mess. Who's sweeping, cooking? Why are these buckets dirty? Chinidu, fetch water now." Chinidu mumbled, "She's back," dragging his feet. Obina whispered, "Maybe she fought with Gazier. Let's see." Una sat, stroking his beard, pondering. Was this permanent or a brief terror? That afternoon, Dada stood outside, Bible in hand, quoting scriptures while overseeing chores like a warden. Mamina told Una, "Your sister's strong. I'm proud. She'll keep these stubborn kids in line." Una smiled silently. That night, all were at dinner, sleeping early, not from exhaustion but fear. Dada was back, and peace was imprisoned again. No one knew how long this would last. Why did Dada return? Is her visit temporary or permanent? Will they ever escape her rule? Who might save them? Stay tuned for the next part. Thanks for reading. Share your thoughts below, spread the story to loved ones, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't. Until the next part, goodbye.